Let's hope this picks up. Hello there, future. This is going to be a rundown of my current predicament at life. with life, I guess I should say. But right now, I'll just give you a rundown of who I am. You can just call me Fox. That's all we're going to do with this. It's just going to be a log of my life and, I guess, poverty in America in general. I live in America, obviously. I live in an RV that I bought myself. It's in my name. And I have a dog. His name is Enkaidu. He's a mutt from the pound. And I got him before any of this started to turn to shit. And this is going to be a record of me going through that shit and I guess trying to get out of it and seeing if I can. Because right now, it's looking really bleak. It's really, really cold. I have some space heaters that my friends and neighbors have given me. But it is so cold in the world and in the RV that it literally, with two personal little heaters running, it doesn't heat the house, doesn't keep me warm. We have plastic currently covering all windows. One of them has busts in the bedroom. A tour will be given later, but that will need to be duct taped. I'll probably do that after this. But in the current time, it is quite cold. We have a quilt, and Kaidu's in the bedroom laying in the blankets trying to keep warm. He's a big dog, very large, 80 pounds. I am 25. My birthday is in May, and we are in Indiana. If that helps you triangulate. Because come rob me. Fucking do it. You'll cry, I'm sure. But, do you ever... I guess what I mean to say is, I decided to start making this in an attempt of... Mostly because some guy the other day, while I was at work, made a comment about how he wished people would get jobs. And that angered me because he was referring to, I have two jobs. I have two jobs. I have two jobs and no heat, no food. Well, I have a sack of potatoes and I have been heating those up and just making singular baked potatoes for meals. I feel like I'm in a famine. Anyways, I have two jobs. Both are considered part-time because I'm not getting a lot of hours at either one. And one job is at Spencer's, and one job is at a local art museum. Now, with the art museum job, I only get paid once a month. And it is just enough to pay my $300 lot rent. That doesn't include the electricity that's tagged on to that. And with the Spencer's job, I'm making about 8 hours a week. That's it. Just 8 hours a week. So as another part-time job, I've started selling my plasma at Octapharma to try and make ends meet. Because with how much I weigh, determines how much I earn. And right now I'm earning about $55 a week from selling my plasma twice a week. So, tally that up within a month of selling plasma, I earn about $200 and then some change. 220, I think. I'm not very good at math. But anyways, and so I've been using that as a sort of income to help actually eat with what I'm getting from Spencer's. I don't know. Last time from running the personal heaters, I was charged about $200 for electric. And most people say that that's not even what they get charged for their house. Their entire 2-story house. So I'm probably getting reamed by my landlords. So what can you do? I can't move. I can't go anywhere. I can't just park somewhere. Though many people have offered I park at Walmart and that it's free to park there. But it's not. At least at our Walmart, it's not. It's not free to park there. And then I want to have electric. And then I want to have water. And I want to have sewage at all. And I would just be stuck in a worse predicament than what I am now. And there are people that have it worse than what I have it right now. I at least have 2 jobs, / the third if you include me selling plasma. And a lot of people don't have that. And so it made me angry when this customer at Spencer's made the comment, I wish people would get jobs. Because we have jobs, and it showed his privilege, and it showed the ignorance he has, and what I think a lot of people have about what poverty is, and what it means here in America especially. Because I know we have this, classist divide, and it's just crazy. It's crazy. Because they don't know that literally poverty is having 2 jobs and not being able to afford food and not being barely able to afford rent. Because when my rent was $200 last month, I had to borrow $100 from 2 different friends. I had to borrow $50 from 2 different friends just to have that. Because I was prepared for it to be $100, and then the excess money from that I had stored, I was using to help feed me and my dog, who has a very sensitive stomach and needs to eat special, expensive food. Yeah, talk about you. But I love him, and I'd rather sell blood and make sure that I can feed him than have heat in my house. He's doing fine, thankfully. He's got a nice thick coat. But it made me angry, because this is poverty in America. Having 2 jobs, selling your blood, and still not having enough for rent, or electric, or bills in general. And it's just, I think it's time for people to wake up. I just want people to wake up and learn and know what this is like, or at least have an idea, at least a better idea. Granted, I'm not everyone in America. I'm not all of poverty in America. I do have some privileges. I have some family that's alive, and they help me whenever they can, but when you're both in poverty, it's just can't help much. And what I find also really upsetting is when I was talking to my mother yesterday about how I was upset that even with my 2 jobs and selling my plasma, I was still barely making ends meet. And all she could say to me was, welcome to life. As if that's it. That's just how life is. Welcome. Thank you for coming. And that's ridiculous to me. That's such a ridiculously normalized concept to me, that we're just okay. Once you're here, you gotta live with that. You just gotta be okay with that. Be okay that you can't eat. Be okay that you have to sell your plasma and you can get fucking wrecked because you have 2 jobs, and it doesn't matter that it doesn't fucking matter. And I don't want that to matter. I want it to matter. I want to be able to work 2 jobs, pay my bills comfortably, be able to buy me and my dog food comfortably, and not have to worry about if I can afford the next month's rent. And all of America, apparently, and even the people in poverty are just fine with struggling, with never being able to pay anything. It's okay that you're choking on debt. It's fine that you're choking on debt. Like, it's not fine. It's not. Now, I have a lot of debt in my name due to before in high school I have a lot of medical bills in my name, a lot of debt going on. And then I went to college after high school. I have recently graduated. I am an artist. I went for my Bachelor of Fine Arts and I graduated and I got it. But I need to pay them back money so that way I can actually get my diploma. And I'm like, sorry, I don't got that money for you because I barely have that money for me right now with what I'm earning. And I've graduated college, and people are probably gonna be like, well, you wasted getting an art degree. But there's several others that have graduated college, and nothing comes of it. College can be a lie of once you graduate, everything gets better. You don't have to worry about anything. You'll get paid more. They have to pay you more, but they don't. That's not actually a thing. Maybe if you actually got the job that you were looking for. I know when I was struggling to find a second job, I went to the career center that was on my campus and asked them for help, and they told me that I should not be telling people that I'm looking for a salaried full-time position. And I was like, I'm not doing that. And I feel like whoever is doing that, the fact that that's your first point of to go off of, to tell people not to do, isn't good. I've also been very sick. Only recently, at least. When I went to sell blood yesterday, my period started while I was in donation, and there was so much blood leaving my body, I had passed out and had a very bad reaction. I didn't go to the ER because I'm poor, and if you go to the ER, they demand money from you. So instead, I was able to get in contact with some people. A friend was able to come and get me, and they took me to a different friend's house, where I then barfed profusely into a toilet and then passed out on the floor of the bathroom. And then I stayed there for 4 hours on that floor, passed out. And now I'm alive, and I have a cough and a sore throat. But I'm alive. And some people would be like, well, you should be thankful for that. But I don't know why I should. The only reason I'm happy I'm alive is because of my dog right now. And that's it. The fact that I can come home and take care of my dog and he's not alone. Because he was alone in a pound for over a year. And I don't want him to be alone anymore. And so that's my story. I'm 25 years old, freshly graduated from college, have a dog, and have 2 jobs and sell my plasma on the side. So 3 jobs, technically, in order to make ends meet. And I haven't done art since I graduated college in May. And since considering today is November 27th, it's been 6 months. And I haven't had the will for it. Welcome to poverty in America.